Men of Reddit, what not safe for work male lifestyle hack can you share? Hi Reddit guys, subscribe now, or Santa won't bring you any presents this year. For shaving your ALA, put a DVD, CD, Blu-ray, or something similar on the floor and squat over it. You'll get a nice reflection and the hole in the CD will block out the sight of your own butthole. This is why alien species refuse to contact us. Jerk off before you text that girl. If you still want to talk to her after you came, congrats, you like her. If not, you just want a frick. There is a term for that, it's called post-nut clarity. If another guy ever borrows your razor, say, my bull razor, they won't borrow ever again. If another guy ever borrows your razor, say, my bull razor, they won't borrow ever again. Does it work for women who borrows your razor too? Rectal razor is just as effective if not more. Can confirm. Female roommate consistently destroyed my razors. Would just roll her eyes when I complained. The last time, I came out of the bathroom in a towel, holding my razor, while she was watching TV and said, what the frick? You're not content with just burning out my face razors. Now you're using my butthole razor too. I need this thing to stay sharp. Otherwise it's like rubbing a pot roast on a screen door. The look on her face. I've never seen such a look of sadness and disgust. It was like she was going to immediately burst into tears and vomit at the same time. If you are shaving your pubes and need to shave hair on your shaft, get an erection first. It makes it much easier to shave. Also, coconut oil is a nice moisturizer for the dong. I try, but my wiener gets scared when I bring out the razor. There little fella. Big guy. Go to build up his self-esteem first. If you have an unwanted boner at a bad time, flex your thigh muscles as hard as you can. Blood will go to your thighs instead. Not sure about the scientific explanations, but it works. Holding your breath for like 20 seconds will do the trick as well. I would guess it is, because your body recognizes that the blood from your boner is needed elsewhere. What if suffocation is my fetish? This guy asphyxiates. When my dog gets a little too randy at the dog park, I pick him up and hold him upside down so all the blood goes from his twig and berries to his head. Someone tell me how to be able to pee sooner after X please. Drink more water before, after, and during X. Honey, what are you? Got a HYDRAAA8. Wash out a soap dispenser like very well and refill it with water-based lube. Remove all the labels so you don't mix it up. During X, it's easy to get more whenever you need it, and you should use it anytime you feel a lot of friction. Also switch to polyurethane condoms. They work just as well, but hardly anyone is allergic to them. I know you mean a pump bottle, but I can't help picture one of those wall-mounted ones next to a bed. Can you imagine one of those motion-activated ones right above the bed? Skit baby, did you just spit on me? Lomfeo, I'm imagining someone waving their peanuts under it to get it to dispense lube. LOL. But it keeps giving the electric groan of the damned as it tries to dispense, but the bag is empty. Use cold water to get rid of cum stains more easily. How else am I supposed to prove that I've been somewhere? Cum in your passport like the rest of civilized humanity. File any fingernail that you hope to put into a butthole. Trim and file all fingernails when putting them in any holes. And for God's sake, wash your hands. But ask first. Don't just walk up and start trimming her nails. Don't fear the pleasures of the prostate. If you're standing and about to climax, bend your knees. Thank me later. If you imagine your toilet bowl as a clock face and you concentrate your pee stream at about 11 o'clock or 1:30 thereabouts, you can create a pretty sweet whirlpool effect. Double fun if you try to cancel out or turbo boost the flush swirl. Bro, what are you working with if you can actually cancel out the flush swirl? If your partner is into hair pulling during X, don't just grab the ends of the hair and pull. Get your hands deep into their hair and pull from the base. And don't just whip their head back when they're not expecting it. That can really frick them up. Also play around with sensations and play with their hair before you pull it. It just adds a little something. If you pull apart your butt cheeks and use the right pressure, you can do silent farts 100% of the time. With practice you'll be able to do it hands-free. Don't test this one in public until you've practiced hundreds of times at home alone, in different combinations of pants and underwear. You have found my superpower. Buy body groomer clippers if you want to manscape. It's much easier, and a razor will just cause irritation, ingrown hairs, and chafing. And if you let it grow back and it starts irritating you, use hair conditioner. Put one of your balls in between your thumb and fingers. Apply a very small amount of pressure. Gently roll your ball between your fingers. Repeat for the second testicle. Congratulations. You've just checked yourself for testicular cancer. If you felt any hard lumps or anything out of the ordinary, see your doctor. If you check yourself regularly, you can catch it early. Although you may be one nut short afterwards, it's a hell of a lot better than having the cancer spread. If you feel really cold, but your balls are hanging normally, congratulations, you probably have a fever. Greatest it I've seen here. Seriously. An actual till. This makes sense. Currently have an ear infection. I'm cold, balls are loose. Fever detected. This is absolutely true. I was running a 102 about a week ago and my girlfriend and I were laughing about how pendulous my nuts had become. Do Kegel exercises. I recommend while brushing your teeth, or any other twice daily task. Hold 3-5 seconds. Release for 3-5 seconds. 10 sets a couple times a day. Aids stamina. Orgasm control. Even getting that last bit of pee out. 2. I assume good for prostate health as well, but I can't speak for sure on that. Can also make ejaculations more like dropping Mentos in Coke rather than water leaking from a busted garden hose, so consider investing in protective eyewear. Close your tabs immediately after finishing your research. Firefox Focus. It takes just as long to pretend wash your hands as it does to actually wash your hands. With the grain on the face. Against the grain on the balls. Do them the day after the other, because the razor will forget everything by then. The razor will forget everything by then. I like your thinking. Edging is something you can do with a partner and it's fun for both parties. Can confirm. I absolutely love edging my partner. It's one of our more vanilla kinky activities. For lots of fun, do a countdown from 5. Do it consistently until they are used to it. Then, next time, start the countdown from 10 and see their reaction. Or stop in the middle of counting to remind them not to come yet. Many fun things to do. If you mangle that which dangles frequently, use lube and a looser grip. You'll be more prepared to have a better time doing the real deal. Beware the death grip. I've been firmly grasping it for so long it took longer than we'd both like for me start feeling it. Use the flat of your tongue when eating her out. Don't do that tongue flicking thing, unless you are being playful or mixing it up. Actually put pressure on her clit with the flat of your tongue. Not too much. You'll know right away how much is good enough, as you should feel it press against her pelvic bone just slightly. You're not licking so much as scrubbing? I don't know, that's the best word I can think of for it. Pro tip. If your tongue is getting tired, do the pouty face thing and use your bottom lip. You should always be going long enough for your tongue to get tired. Don't be selfish, you pricks. Also, don't be afraid to use your neck to get movement while keeping your tongue semi-rigid. Not so much of a life hack, but more of a diagnostic. Your body will almost always perform based on your lifestyle. X is a reflection of what you eat, how much you sleep, how stressed you are, and how much you want to do it. Almost all guys have felt that feeling when you wanna be full mass, but you're only getting 75%. What I'm saying, if you wanna get your X life in prime condition, you gotta work on all the other parts of your life. It is also important to get a condom that isn't cutting off circulation. Let her in the car first. Then when you walk around the car you can fart. But give it enough time to seep out of your clothes, otherwise you're entering the car as a chemical weapon. I saw a meme about pouring Gatorade on her after X and saying good game. Do not do this. I've tried it. She just gets mad and ignores the obvious genius of humor that you are. You must not have given her a high five or a pat on the back after. An older Jamaican man once told me to piss into my girlfriend's pussy when having X. He said this would make her adore me. Do not do this. Worried that your girlfriend will adore me instead? Did his name start with R and end in Kelly? OP, I don't know what your intentions were when you posted this, but thank you. This thread is hilarious. Useful, too. Jerk off before making major life decisions. Sometimes your certainty about something is just you being horny. Post-nut clarity. Usually accompanied by post-nut remorse or post-nut shame. Unfortunately. Also occasionally by post-nut kindness. Okay Reddit guys, subscribe now, or Santa won't bring you any presents this year.